I'm mad at you.
Okay. No, you're not.
No, I'd never be mad at you, but I'm so mad at you. Like, how dare you make a program with no violins?
I love this idea, actually. I love this idea.
You remove the ego of the orchestra. Yeah. So what made you want to have a concert? And let me make sure I introduce the pieces. We have Serenade, Serenade, and Serenade.
3 serenades.
Yeah, and those are the names.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to write them down to make sure I got it right.
No, it's okay. It's all right. We're allowed to do that.
So we got an A major, E flat major, and a D minor.
Okay, but let's... Composers, please. Brahms, Dvorak, and Strauss. Richard Strauss.
Yes, of course.
There's a big difference from Strauss to Strauss.
Indeed. But so what made you think of this amazing serenade concert sans violins?
Well, there are 2 pieces that I think speak to each other, and they are the Brahms and Dvorak serenades.
Okay.
The publisher Simrock for Brahms and Dvorak. In fact, Brahms helped Dvorak get in at Simrock. Said, well, you practically you're the same music practically, which is really a stretch. I mean, for those of us who know both, we're like, oh no, how could you say that? But if you listen to, say, the Dvorak Slavonic dances and the Brahms Hungarian dances, there's something going on there.
Okay.
But they each composed 2 serenades, and we played the first serenade of both Brahms and Dvorak. In fact, we did the Dvorak just last season on a concert that was only strings.
I know, it was amazing.
And,
I figured this was payback.
And yes, exactly. And so I've been wanting to do these second serenades, and as it turns out, both of these serenades, the Brahms and Dvorak serenades, don't use violins. In fact, the Dvorak serenade doesn't even use violas. So it's a very different sounding orchestra once you eliminate the violins. And there's even a debate on the Dvorak saying, oh well, no, actually, he only wanted 1 player on each of those parts, which I don't necessarily agree with. I think when you hear it with 1 player, it sounds a little under what it should be, and then when you hear it with a big, like, symphonic section, it definitely doesn't work. We're somewhere in between, which works out just perfectly. And we tried this last week, and it was like, oh yeah, this works, this balance is just fine. It sounds full and beautiful. And it just sort of works out perfectly. So those 2 pieces are the center, and then of course this the Strauss I threw in just because we were running a little short, and because there's a Brahms reference in the Strauss
really?
as well. Yes.
Tell me more. Oh, yes.
Total Brahms reference.
Yes.
And it only occurs once. In fact, he does the same phrase, like he just sort of does it in sequence. And the second time, he doesn't have the counter melody, and that's the counter melody.
Oh, how funny.
So it's clearly a Brahms reference. So these pieces are very, very linked, and it's a great way to show off our wind section, which is very good.
Yeah.
And we have some wonderful players that, really, Angie Burtz, our principal organist.
Oh, isn't she amazing?
She is like the heroine of this whole thing. She's the one. She has solos everywhere, and it's so magnificent. So it's a very interesting sound to hear from the orchestra. It's still orchestral because we still have strings, but you get a concert series off.
Yeah.
Very fine violinist here.
Oh.
Don't get used to it.
I don't want to. It's been bizarre. Like, they went to rehearsal last week, and I see it on my calendar because I always write in when the dates are. And I was like, what do you mean I don't have to be there? I didn't know what to do with myself last week. So, I had a beer in your honor and went about my day.
And the other thing that's kind of fun is our concertmaster, who is just amazing, Jacob Clark.
Yes.
We actually talked him into playing viola. He's in the viola section.
No way!
He's playing viola on this concert.
So awesome!
So, which actually is really cool also in another way, because Dvorak was a viola player. And he looks so much like Dvorak. the red hair and the intense eyes and everything. So we're playing Dvorak, and you look, well,
You're like watching him play.
yeah, actually, he's not on that piece to be fair, but nonetheless, because he's playing
Shucks.
viola. But it's just so it's kind of interesting. He's such a multi-talent.
Oh my gosh.
You know, we've heard him fiddle, we've heard him do modern concertos, we've heard him do Baroque, he's done so much, and jazz even with us.
It's unfair.
And,
like normally, like you pick a genre and be amazing at it, but no, this guy, he's like, oh yeah, sure, I could do that.
And just hand me another instrument. I'll do that too.
Yeah, I'll be fabulous at this too.
No problem.
Yeah, Jake. So yeah, he's wonderful. Well, that's okay. Now I'm like super jazzed about this concert. So I must remind you, audience is on March 10th and 11th at our normal venues at the Broadmoor Community Church on Saturday the 10th at 7 p.m. and at First Christian Church on Sunday at 2:30. So this is going to be a pretty amazing concert. You know, if you can handle not being, you know, serenaded by violins.
Right. Right.
I know, like, as soon as this came out, everybody else is like, yes, get those guys out of here. But yeah, so I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait to see you there.